I am seriously struggling to date in this generation.
This is for all my single friends over 50. Why do you think it's so difficult to find companionship at our age?
I am done. Finished finito with American men.
Dating over 50 is not easy.
Expecting a man to handle that baggage is the issue. Nobody wants to sign up for that.
You guys, me and the dating department right now are struggling a lot.
So I'm gonna be honest, dating is not fun anymore.
Inspector Hillary here, and just here to say that dating in your 50s sucks.
Most of them have become invisible to men. Now it's a struggle competing for the spotlight. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
As you get older, your priorities change. When I was younger, I used to date to marry, like seriously, like not letting people waste my time just to marry. Now that I done got older, I have one simple thing I'm dating for, and that's the fuck.
Have you been on Tinder? Have you been on Tinder at the age of 56? Or am I 57? I can't remember. Anyways, it's not fun. Ladies, let me tell you, it is not fun. That's the thing I don't understand. My bio on Tinder says, I'd rather meet a man drunk in a bar the old-fashioned way. But I don't go to bars anymore, so here I am. Yet I still seem to attract these dudes that are like, I want to get to know your heart. Can we go for a walk in the park with my dog? Like, what the fuck? I know I'm 56, but really, I'm not at the age where I want to go for walks in the park with dogs. And I don't want to talk about love in the first 5 minutes of a chat on social media, online dating app. It's weird. It's really, really fucking weird. Because if they're not talking about love, they're talking about sex. Sex that they're never going to have. Because they probably haven't had it in the last 10 years. I mean, neither have I, but I'm just saying.
This is why so many people have told women countless times, it is important to find someone you want to marry once you're younger, if that is your wish. Because once you get older, dating becomes a chaos. The pool of men you once used to attract shrinks down drastically. But these women always feel like it's an attack on them when it's literally sound advice. And not many good men are out there anymore, so when they're unable to find a man, they just end up settling for a cat instead.
I am sick and tired of all these Australian men still living with their parents. Like, is this a common thing, or is this just a me issue? Am I picking the wrong guys? Because, like, how am I supposed to be a stay-at-home wife when there is no home to stay at? That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god, so I'm currently out for dinner with this guy. He's like 22, he's a plumber. You know, it's our first date. And we just finished our dinner, and he said he was going to the bathroom, and it's been like 20 minutes and he hasn't returned. And I still have to get the bill, but I don't think he's coming back. I think he actually bailed on me, and so I have to get the bill now. I just got home and I am absolutely fuming. This guy has literally bailed on me and I had to pick up the bill. It was over $200. That's not okay. He hasn't even messaged me or anything. He literally just disappeared, ghosted me. He's gone. Like, what?
Wow, about time. A man finally gets a free meal. But all jokes aside, I'm really confused here. Why would you run up the bill to $200 on the first date? That man probably felt like she was trying to take advantage of him, so he had to go. It's not just about the money. It speaks volumes about respect and consideration. On a first date, you're still getting to know each other, and common courtesy should apply.
I am seriously struggling to date in this generation. I don't know if it's a whole generational thing or if it's just the men in my city or the men in Australia. But I went on a date overseas and was absolutely floored by the fact that this man, when he came to pick me up, got out of his car and opened the car door for me to get into the passenger side. And then I sat with that for a little bit. How low are my fucking standards that excited me? That's really sad. I mean, he actually turned out to be a bit of a wanker anyway, but at least he opened the car door, right? Baby steps.
Personally, as a man, I've learnt the harder I try for someone, the more it pushes them away. Dating isn't worth it these days, to be honest. Why is it that every date I go on, I always pay for everything and then get ghosted? It feels so exploitative. You said everything, but you didn't say maybe it's me. Start from there. Men have learned that being chivalrous doesn't mean much in the courting phase.
But that there's a point in time when society stops thinking that you're attractive or deeming you attractive, and therefore, like, you lose all of the worth and the value that and the privilege that came with being attractive.
Excuse me while I go on a rant for a second. There's this trend I'm seeing where 50 to 60, 70-year-old women are saying that they feel invisible. And I just want to say, I see you. I see you, and you are fucking beautiful. You are the embodiment of the life-giving, divine, feminine energy on this planet. And not a damn thing can diminish that shine. This is not the message we want to send to the youth. That there's this wall that you hit, and on the other side of that wall, you're invisible or you're not seen as attractive. Who came up with the standard of attractiveness anyway? Was it men? Have you seen men lately? The part of our species that put in 10% of the effort and get 1,000% in return? And is that standard of attractiveness is because they want to have sex with you? Really? That's the bottom line? Ladies, we need to stop. Our attractiveness, our worth does not come from whether or not somebody wants to have sex with us. We haven't cultivated all this strength and intelligence and energy for that. Let's normalize making vibration the standard of attractiveness. Exuding joy, freedom, enthusiasm, fun. Cultivating that vibration, showering it all over ourselves and exuding it out into the world. Attractiveness is a vibration. Do not buy into the paradigm that it is just the flesh.
Well, no one came up with that standard. It's simply biology and reality. Men are naturally wired to be attracted to younger women because youth is often associated with fertility, beauty, and vitality. It's not a criticism, it's just how things are. But many women struggle with accepting this reality because it challenges the narrative they've been fed about aging gracefully or being able to have it all, no matter what stage of life they're in. As much as they might not want to hear it, women do hit that wall around their 50s or 60s, where they no longer receive the same kind of attention from men as they did in their youth. Society might tell them they can still compete with younger women, but deep down, they know that's not true. They're only left coping with this harsh reality by convincing themselves that men should change their preferences rather than accepting that it's simply human nature.
I am a 50-year-old woman who is child-free by choice, and I want to talk to the younger women and let them know what I regret about my decision to not have children. And, this might be difficult for some of you to hear, but I want to be honest. So, here are my regrets about not having children. None, there's none. It's fucking fantastic. It was a great decision for me.
Fellas, you ever hear women say, I am single by choice? It doesn't make any sense. Trust me, I know. By the end of this video, you'll know the truth behind women who say they're staying single by choice. So, the man she desires doesn't want her. She can't find men who earn enough for the lifestyle she wants while still having to work and pay significant bills. This woman is average at best, and the men she thinks she can get when she steps out with her BBL, lip injections, breast implants, excessively long lashes, Japanese cherry blossom body spray, everyday waist trainer, lace front, double chin, and French manicure only care to increase her body count. Be cautious of women who are self-improving. They will continue to bust it open. Once she's qualified for you, she'll have her preferred sex position, flowers, restaurants, deal breakers, and at least 10,000 followers. So, translation. I'm slutting till Mr. Right comes. See you on the next one.
To put it simply, single by choice equals I can't get the man I want, and the man I want does not want me. It's called ego masking, masking the reality that they may not be attracting the type of men they desire anymore. They lean into that idea of being single by choice because it brings them comfort in their lies. This narrative allows them to avoid facing the fact that the dating market has shifted, and those high-value men they once had access to may no longer be interested. By saying it's a choice, they're protecting their egos from the sting of rejection and loss of desirability. It becomes a way to avoid accountability and the need to self-reflect, all while holding on to the belief that they could still attract the man they want if they truly wanted to. But in reality, it's more about coping with the fact that their options have dwindled.
Okay, but if you think you can stomach another woman wearing your robe and your slippers, running your household and being good to your man in all the ways you know she can, you keep on treating him like trash like you're doing. It can happen. I love you. Be well.
When a woman is done with you, she will always leave in peace. When a woman fights with you, however, she is probably going to stay and try to work things out with you. Because women, when we fight, it's because we care. But when we stop fighting, it's because we stop caring. And when we stop caring, we walk away. That's why when a woman is truly done with you, she will literally take her things, pack everything up, mourn the relationship, and then walk out the door and never, ever look back.
This isn't something that's only unique to women. This literally goes both ways. It's something that's embedded in both men and women. The difference is, once she leaves, she will already be in the arms of another man that was there while y'all was together, and that's her backup. You just never knew about him.
This is for all my single friends over 50. Why do you think it's so difficult to find companionship at our age? It's tough. I didn't think it was going to be this difficult to ever find someone just to share the simple pleasures of life. But man, it's crazy out there. Whether you use a dating app, I know meeting someone through another friend, that doesn't always end up too good when it doesn't work out. I don't know. Maybe we've got to figure this code out. Are we wanting too much? Are we expecting too much? I know that I'm not. I mean, at this time in our lives, most of us have our own dwellings, jobs. Obviously, we're supporting ourselves. We took all the filling out of the pie. So it should just be fun, companionship, laughter. And yet, it's stupid how difficult it is. So if you break the code and you want to share it with me, I'd love to know what it is. Time is ticking.
The simple truth is that by the time you hit 50, the amount of baggage tends to pile up. And for most men, that's just something they don't want to deal with. Sure, everyone has baggage, life happens, and we all accumulate our fair share. But there's a point where it becomes too much to handle, especially in the dating world. At that age, it's not just about emotional baggage, but also the complications of past relationships, divorces, kids, financial issues, or even deeply ingrained habits and unresolved traumas. For a man, stepping into that situation can feel overwhelming. He might be looking for peace, simplicity, and companionship without the heavy weight of someone else's history dragging him down. It's one thing to share a life together and grow through challenges, but it's another to inherit layers of issues that have nothing to do with him, but will still affect the relationship. This too much baggage becomes a deterrent, pushing men away because they know they'd be stepping into a situation that's more about managing drama and past scars than building something new and fulfilling.
So let's talk about this dating in your 40s game. How many of you guys out there are 40 and over and back into the dating game, either never being married or after divorce or a long relationship? It's a whole new ball game. I know for me, after being married for a while and back in the dating game, what do you guys experience? I've had some crazy ones. I could write a book about my dates. Crazy, crazy ones. What do you guys got?
I am done. Finished finito with American men. No, because tell me why that men here can't plan for shit. Even when they ask you out, they still expect you to plan your own date. Yet I have not one, not two, 3 men that I met in France who are texting and calling me, who are making plans 3 months in advance for when I come to visit. It's really not that hard. I might be on the hunt for a green card this summer.
I used to plan dates, but after getting rejected in the worst way possible every time, I just stopped caring. I think it's because if they plan it and it's not the spot you want to go, then you will start complaining. I mean, think about it. You both are strangers and have no idea about what the other likes. Women just expect men to pick a spot, and when they don't like it, they say, "I've had the worst date ever." It's better to communicate that overall and preferences. And what this woman is doing is wrong also. She's got a roster and dating multiple guys at the same time. I don't think you have the right to complain about anything, madam. Not while you're using dudes for free meals.
So I'm gonna be honest. Dating is not fun anymore. There's a whole lot of red flags in this little dating pool. And let me tell you, I am quick to delete and block. This guy, matched with him, cute, messages me, first thing, "What are you doing on this dating app? You just are so blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, okay. Didn't respond, messaged me, "What do you want?" "I want this," just kind of like a partner, not really a relationship, but just kind of see how it goes. Also, "Do you have a Snap?" Nobody. I do not want to be seeing some random pictures, and you know what I'm talking about. No. Red flags. There's lots of red flags out there. All I keep doing is catching red flags. I'm done catching red flags. If you can relate, put a red flag in the comments. I am done.
You guys, me and the dating department right now are struggling a lot. Sometimes I feel as though I'm the problem. But you know what? I don't think I am. I just know what I want. And it's true what they say, the older you get, the harder it is to find someone, the pickier you become. I have 2 issues. I either find the nice ones that are really, really nice, but they're boring and there's no connection or whatever. And then I find the ones that I'm attracted to and I like, they're okay for a week, and then their true colors come out. And then you're just like, no, you might be good looking or whatever, but it's just not going to work. And what I've realized that dating is not hard. Communicating is not hard. I don't understand why people make it so difficult at the early stages of dating. You know what I've just realized? I've realized that men are so slow when it comes to maturity. Like, they really are behind women. And I'm just dating. There's nothing wrong with dating and getting to know people. I just know that my time right now is not to be in a relationship, and that is totally fine.
If you keep attracting the same type of guys, it's time to realize that you might be the common denominator. People need to understand that whatever energy they put out there is what's gonna come back to them. If you are too picky about the men you date, then most likely you will end up single for a long time. This woman is a perfect example. She found a nice guy, but because he was too boring, it wasn't enough for her. Then she runs into a Chad, the guy with excitement and looks but surprise. It still wasn't enough for her. It sounds like she's constantly searching for something that doesn't exist or can't satisfy her, because she's too indecisive about what she actually wants. In situations like this, it's not just about finding the right guy. It's about being honest with yourself about what you're truly ready for. If you can't appreciate the nice guy and the thrill of the exciting guy isn't enough, then maybe the issue isn't the men, but your own indecision or lack of readiness for a real relationship.